So the next group that we're going to explore is going to be the transversospinales. Relative to our spinotransversale group, this is going to be the opposite, in that we're going to originate from the transverse processes and then we're going to insert into the spinous process. Okay, and they're going to form an A-shape-like structure. So let's first draw some bony landmarks that we are going to encounter. So first, those little circles in the middle will represent the spinous processes. Then we're going to have the transverse processes coming out on either side of the spinous process. And these two transverse processes at the bottom put a little projection over here that indicates a special feature that we find on the lumbar vertebrae called the mammillary process. Now this, for schematic purposes, is placed on the TVP, but on the actual lumbar vertebrae we find the mammillary processes on the superior articular facets and the processes. So the first muscle that we find in our transversale group is going to be the multifidus muscle. Now our multifidus muscle is going to originate from the mammillary processes of the lumbar vertebrae, the TVPs of the thoracic vertebrae, and the articular pillars of the cervical vertebrae. And they're going to go up to the spinous processes above, like so. And our multifidus is most prominent in that lumbar region. Okay, so let's label that. Multifidus. The next two muscles are going to be the rotatories. We have a long rotatories and a short rotatories. So our long rotatories will go from a transverse process up to the spinous process of the vertebrae above. So they span the length of more than one vertebrae. So these here will be the long rotatories, and then the short rotatories will be shorter than the long rotatories, and they'll just go across like so. Just that same vertebral level. And that's it for the transversospinales group. I think that smiley face cried at the end.